You reveal in the book that you were tempted to run for president again during the disastrous Trump presidency, at one point thinking the third time may be a charm. So why did you ultimately decide against it?
You know, for a number of reasons. I mean, one, I really did think in 2020 that he had to be beaten, and Joe Biden could do that. And I felt that from, you know, the beginning of the primary season because of the durability that you recognized. And I didn't want it to be personal, me against him. I wanted it to be about his record as president, the 4 years that he presided over. And I thought that would be very difficult if I were the candidate. And if you look at that race, and this is for all the political junkies, and I know there are some of you out there, you will remember that the Electoral College makes it very difficult to win for Democrats. And when I won by nearly 3 million votes in the popular vote, I lost. And wait a minute. No, I know. But yeah. I lost by like 77,000 votes, right? So just think about that. If, 50,000 votes had gone differently in 3 states, the outcome would have been different. So fast forward 2020, to go to Katie's question, Trump got a lot more votes. I mean, people looked at what he did and failed to do during COVID, at everything else that happened during those 4 years, and said, hey, we like that. Biden got more votes than anybody's ever gotten for president and won the popular vote by, more than 7.5 million. But here's what I want you to understand, why I want you to work really, really, really hard for the next 50 days. He only won the Electoral College by 100,000 votes. So just think about that. 51,000 votes the other way, even though he won an overwhelming popular victory. So we are living in a divided country. And we can't understand, and the other side can't understand, why we feel so strongly about what we want to see in our government and in our, society. And they are feeling exactly the same way about us. And so the only thing to do, and it's labor intensive, which is why you're seeing the vice president and Governor Walz literally crisscrossing the same states over and over again. I mean, one additional bad thing about the Electoral College is you don't campaign to the whole country. You campaign to 6, 7, 8 states, and that's where the ads run. That's where the candidates travel. That's where the organizers are deployed. So you will see over and over again those same states, and that's why we need all of you who care about the outcome of this election to do everything you can to help us win those states, because they will be close.
It seems insane, but it's never going to change, is it?
The Electoral College, I came out against the Electoral College in 2000 in the Gore-Bush race because, it was our first indication that, the Supreme Court wanted to rig our elections, basically, which they did in the Gore v. Bush decision, which is a terrible decision. We've had a lot of other terrible decisions since then. But I said, look, if you want people to feel invested in their country's democracy, you have to make them feel their vote counts. And if you're in an all-red state or an all-blue state and nobody campaigns to you during the presidential years, it's hard for you to feel that you matter. And so I think it's an anachronism. It was one of the many compromises that were made back in the, Constitution, and our founders did that. Honestly, we should do away with it. I think the chances of that ever happening are absolutely zero. But we should at least keep making it an issue.